What's up, y'all? It's Ty. In this video today, we're going to be going over talking about where the auction house, the market is currently at in NBA 2K25 MyTEAM with the new Torpedo packs added into NBA 2K25 MyTEAM. Obviously, I'm not super happy that, they put in these Torpedo challenges as well, in which it's hidden behind Devin Booker, Kawhi Leonard. That's sad. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. You just got to control what you can control. I do feel like prices, honestly, again, we'll have to wait till things expire. 100 overalls obviously aren't going down, but I feel like other prices, again, it's kind of a slow and steady process, but are cheaper today than yesterday. For example, Galaxy Opal Giannis Antetokounmpo. I was trying to get him for the Carlo wager yesterday. I feel like he was more expensive yesterday than he is today. I also feel like, again, pink diamonds and below are the cards that always are, they get cheaper, especially on Tuesday. Obviously, come Friday, it's a little different story. I feel like today's pink diamonds weren't that great. Dyson Daniels is immaculate. Outside of that, they're not that great. A guy like Jonathan Isaac is really the only Galaxy Opal I love. Josh Smith, obviously, is a beast for a dark matter. But I feel like out of today's drop, there's not a lot of great cards. Yes, Galaxy Opal Jonathan Isaac is great. He's fantastic. I can't hate on him. But I feel like from top to bottom, there's just not that many great cards that came out in today's drop. And I feel like today is kind of a wait and see type of day, type of process, just because tomorrow is the last week of my team. Now, with that being said, I think you got to be pretty careful buying things today, because next week we're for sure going to be seeing super packs. So what type of super packs? We might see some different super packs than just the heroic super packs that we've been seeing. We might see heroic super packs Tuesday with more super packs or Monday with more super packs Tuesday, Wednesday, all those things. But guess what? Come next season, come season 6, we could see 100 overalls become a lot more common. We could see our first GOAT card, because at the end of the day, it's almost April. And things are going to really ramp up as far as I am concerned. Now, I do have to be honest, I accidentally bought 2 Adam Morsons today. So I'm going to be in the process of selling 2 Adam Morsons today. So I hope for my sake that my Adam Morsons end up going up in price. I actually like Adam Morson, but I do hope he goes up in price by the time I do have to sell him. But I would not be in a big buyer's mindset right now. The only reason I, somewhat wanted Adam Morson is because I want to get these challenges done and eventually try to get that championship thing downgraded to MT and go from there. But that's just kind of my opinion. But if I'm you guys, I'm staying patient with the auction house. I think the most valuable thing you guys can have right now is MT. So you guys might be wondering, Ty, why is your MT so high, compared to where it was? Well, I sold my Michael Jordan. Why? I just don't see a real benefit in keeping him, knowing the uncertainty of the market for the next week or so. I genuinely don't. Come this time next Friday, the market could be way, way, way lower. Now, does that mean I've sold my entire team? No, because again, I don't think anything's too dramatic to go too crazy, but I'm not against it. If you guys want to sell your squad, sell the cards you got, and just have a bunch of leftover MT, I'm not opposed to that either. Just because of the sole fact that, again, 100 overalls are still super rare. The moment 100 overalls crash, the moment Dark Matters crash, the moment Galaxy Opals get cheaper, the moment everything in the auction house becomes a little bit more affordable. So that's just kind of what I'm, really looking at right now. I feel like, again, the overall price of the auction house each and every week has steadily went down. It's not a big drop, but a couple of weeks ago, Galaxy Opals were 45,000 MT. Now they're 38,000 MT. Is that a massive drop? No, but it is a drop at least. Dark Matters have slowly started coming down in my team as well. Again, it's not a crazy drop. It's not a, game-changing drop, but it is a drop that has just slowly dropped down the value of some of these cards. And so that is something I do think we are going to continue to see. And I think next week, it could be a bigger drop than normal, right? Or than expected. And so if you guys are not trying to complete these things, which most people aren't, if you're not trying to complete these things, again, I would not buy any of the Bracket Busters or Torpedo cards. I think those cards specifically, once these Bracket Busters challenges go away, which will happen on April 4th, they're going to go down in price, right? Like come next Friday, I genuinely think we're going to see a lot of these prices drop in a big time way. So that's just kind of something that I'm thinking about with all of my MT on deck, is it's like, yeah, I kind of do want to complete some of these challenges, but at the end of the day, I just don't know what the future of a lot of these cards price-wise is going to hold, is going to be like. So when it comes down to buying like 100 overalls or dark matter, I'd tread extremely lightly. Now, as always, you know, with the new pink diamonds, like a Dyson Daniels, for example, I think his price, once it settles today, is going to be pretty firm. Like we saw with Alex Caruso. Alex Caruso was a buyout last week for a while. Then his price ended up going up a little bit by the end of the day. I think Dyson Daniels and his price should continue to stay high. And honestly, I think Alex Caruso's price should fall today. Why? Because Alex Caruso and Dyson Daniels should kind of compete with each other, right? As kind of that mid-range point guard option for that, you know, 50 to 70,000 price range. So just kind of something for you guys to keep an eye on if you do want Alex Caruso. His price did drop maybe, you know, 10, 20,000 MT today. But again, as far as the updated auction house, we've just kind of seen a stale auction house, a slow, steady decline, but overall pretty stale auction house for the last little while on this game. And again, is there a massive auction house crash? I mean, honestly, not really. It's just one of those same type of things. It's the waiting game right now is what I would be playing if I were you guys. Just wait it out, right? And again, if you want to pick up some of these pink diamonds, I'm fine with it because the pink diamonds aren't super expensive as it is. Now, again, pink diamonds going to slowly go up from obviously Tuesday's prices. Again, if you want to pick one up, try to find one that is souped up with Hall of Famers, maybe some legend badges, something that you can a guy you can really have use or find use in. But that's just kind of what I would do right now. And same thing, you know, if you have a bunch of these badges, is I'd be just trying to get all MT on deck heading into the new season because there's just so much uncertainty. I have no idea what the new season is going to be like. What I can tell you is this. What have we seen in the past? And I might do a video strictly talking about what season 6 is going to be like, but I can break down like last year heading into April what we started to see. So like last week heading into April, again, we were getting 100 overall cards, and then once heading into season 6, I should say, yeah, we were getting some 100 overall cards, and then when season 6 kicked off, I think things really ramped up. You know, we saw the bold drops. Obviously, I wasn't playing the game a ton back then, but it was just, honestly, it was kind of more of the same. We just kept getting 100s and then dark matters, and that's what it was until we saw the 100 overall Yao and that Stratosphere set. And so, I mean, maybe, just maybe, it won't happen as early as I think, because last year, if you look at our first GOAT card, it wasn't until May 17th. And I mean, it was just kind of the same pacing we're going at right now, where we saw 100 overall, and then the rest were just kind of dark matters. So, I mean, maybe the market won't crash entirely. I still think heading into next season, it'll be that slow and steady decline where it won't be anything outrageous, but slowly as time goes on, the cards will continue to get cheaper and cheaper. And that's just kind of the thing we will see. So maybe I'll be wrong, and maybe today is a decent day to buy. I don't know. I do think auction house prices have went down slightly from what they have been in the past. It's just, to me, like it's too like the market is uncertain heading into next week, right? And I'm not comfortable telling you guys to buy or telling you guys to sell a bunch of cards. I can tell you the market is going to continue to probably slowly decline heading into next week with all the uncertainty, with more super packs obviously going to be introduced in the game, with more of those things coming out. The reward cards I would target picking up today would be probably Dyson Daniels, Jonathan Isaac. Those are probably my two favorite cards that came out today. But even with Jonathan Isaac, his price is expensive. You know, he is not a cheap card that came out today. And so it's sad that Dyson Daniels is 50-some thousand MT, and the fact that Jonathan Isaac is expensive as well. Two guys I wish both were cheaper than they are. That is going to really wrap it up for me in my video today. Wish I could tell you guys today was a great day to buy, which again, I'm not hating on you guys if you want to buy today. I'm just saying, with the market being as uncertain as it is, I'd be a little more hesitant, a little more reserved today than obviously in past weeks. But that's just kind of me, my opinion on where we're at right now. That's going to wrap it up for my video today. If I had one piece of advice for you guys today, Dyson Daniels is that man. Him or Alex Caruso, if you're in that mid-range point guard option, should be one of your, they should be your point guards, to be honest with you. Drop a like on the video, subscribe if you are new, and as always, man, I love you guys. Have a blessed day.